Ninja Gaiden 4 is an unreleased action-adventure hack-and-slash video game that would be developed by Team Ninja and published by Tecmo Koei. A collection of older Ninja Gaiden games was released in June of 2021 and featured the games Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge. The last numbered entry, Ninja Gaiden 3, was released back in 2012, and now fans have been asking Ninja Theory if they will ever return to the franchise and make a true numbered sequel. Let's break down why Team Ninja hasn't made Ninja Gaiden 4 yet, how fans can help a sequel get made, and other possible spin-offs we could see in the Ninja Gaiden universe. As always, all the sources will be linked in the description below, so make sure to check those out and support those original writers. And with that out of the way, let's get into where is Ninja Gaiden 4. Let's start with Team Ninja and what the studio has been working on instead of Ninja Gaiden. Following Ninja Gaiden 3 in 2012, the studio released Dead or Alive 5. Dead or Alive 5 was a massive hit for the studio, so they went on to release a version for the PlayStation Vita in 2013, and an enhanced version called Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate in 2013. The studio then co-developed a Ninja Gaiden spin-off called Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z, which was not well received by critics or fans and has been considered one of the worst games of 2014. This could be seen as one of the motivating factors for the studio backing off the Ninja Gaiden series and instead focusing on titles that are guaranteed successes. What followed was Hyrule Warriors, Neo, Dead or Alive 6, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and Neo 2, all of which were commercial wins for the studio. The games were received well and sold millions of copies worldwide. And the studio finally returning to release a collection of Ninja Gaiden games in 2021 is a good sign for the series moving forward, considering the long break they took in between releases. The first mention of a sequel was from a 2020 IGN interview with Fumihiko Yasuda, who is an important member of Team Ninja and was the director behind both Neo games. When asked about the possibility of Ninja Gaiden 4, he said, quote, "The core members of the team that worked on Ninja Gaiden want to make a new game. We are aware that some fans wanted Ninja Gaiden more than Neo 2. Now we see a lot of ninja games like Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice as well, and we see a lot of good inspiration in those games, so we hope to deliver some good news one day." The comment alone is not confirmation, but it does show that Team Ninja is willing to answer questions about the future of Ninja Gaiden, and also that the team is willing to make more titles. Next, we have to move forward to January of 2021. Another interview was done with the director of Neo, but this time the interview was done by the Video Games Chronicle. When asked about the possibility of Neo eventually releasing on the Xbox Series X/S, Yasuda said, quote, "There are no current plans for the Neo series to be on Xbox consoles at this point. But of course, the Ninja Gaiden series has had a long history on Microsoft consoles, so if there was to be a new title in the Ninja Gaiden series in the future, we'd definitely like that to be on Xbox consoles." Which directly led into the next question, if there were any plans for a new Ninja Gaiden game. Yasuda responds saying, quote, "No plans currently, but I've always wanted to make a new installment in the series, so here's hoping for that." It's important to note at the time of this interview, the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection had still not even been released or announced, but the team was working on the collection at the time, but was still focused on Neo promotion. So it makes sense that they're coy about the Ninja Gaiden series, because even at this point they were thinking about it and working on it behind the scenes, they just weren't ready to talk about it publicly. So keep that in mind moving forward, even if the studio says there are no plans for Ninja Gaiden 4. Then in March of 2021, after the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection was announced, Yasuda did an interview with Hardcore Gamer and discussed Ninja Gaiden. He was first asked why the team decided to bring back the series now after all these years. And Yasuda said, quote, The Ninja Gaiden series, along with the Dead or Alive series, are Team Ninja's signature franchises. It's been on our minds for a long time that the Ninja Gaiden series hasn't been available on Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One generation of hardware, as well as PC. The timing fit well since we had just completed work on Nioh 2. In addition, the number of staff at Team Ninja who grew up playing Ninja Gaiden is slowly increasing, so for our development team, we wanted this to be an opportunity for them to get involved again with the Ninja Gaiden franchise. And here he continues to emphasize points that were already discussed, that the team behind the scenes wants to work on the Ninja Gaiden series and is excited about revisiting the series. He also says that the timing finally fit for the studio, and they had the time to create this project for the fans. The final question in the interview I want to bring up is if the studio will consider making Ninja Gaiden 4 after all these years, since Nioh is now complete. And Yasuda said, quote, "Yes, there's always a possibility. One of the reasons we are able to work on this remastered version is because of the interest in the Ninja Gaiden series, along with the encouragement and voices of our fans. Team Ninja will dedicate ourselves to working on new projects, so we hope fans will continue to voice their support." And this is a common trend in the gaming industry. A game developer will start with a remaster or re-release and see how well the game sells and what community comes back to the franchise. And if the release is successful, then the studio and publisher will work to create a true sequel. And Ninja Gaiden is no different. If you want to see new games in the Ninja Gaiden series, you have to support the Master Collection. And the last relevant comment about Ninja Gaiden 4 comes from an issue of the Famitsu magazine that was translated by The Outer Haven. Yasuda was quoted saying, quote, "We'll see how the reaction to the Master Collection is and judge from there. If it's a hit, there's a good chance there will be one," in reference to Ninja Gaiden 4. Honestly, we don't even have a plan yet, but often talk about it with the staff. After the development of Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, we knew what the series needed, so we have a good idea of what Ninja Gaiden is about. The nature of action games has changed over time, so we need to make sure that the game evolves with the times. Straight action games are also a big hit these days, and the number of people who enjoy these types of games are also increasing. So we'd love to do a Ninja Gaiden 4 someday. Ryu is also very important to Team Ninja, and I think this game is an opportunity to show the world once again that Ryu is the best ninja in the world. Now here he mentions the studio doesn't have a plan for a sequel yet, but they are having conversations with the staff behind the scenes. The team is also considering how to create the game for modern audiences, because action games have changed and what consumers expect out of action games has changed since 2012. Hopefully the team is able to figure out how to bring the Ninja Gaiden series to a new generation of players, and it leads to even more games in the series. And as of now, the future of Ninja Gaiden looks optimistic. The last interesting comment from Yasuda was in regards to potential Ninja Gaiden spin-offs. The question stems from new content that was added in the Master Collection, which included a suite of playable female characters. And Game Rant asked if the inclusion of these characters was for a possible spin-off. Yasuda said he would like to make a spin-off if he was given the chance, and there's always a possibility a spin-off could happen. So even though it has been almost a decade since a new numbered entry in the Ninja Gaiden series, the franchise is not dead and is more likely to return than ever before. The studio and staff are excited to work on the series again, and Team Ninja has the time to revisit the series after taking a decade off to work on other projects. With the release of the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection, only time will tell if the collection sells well enough and is a success for the studio, and is able to justify the resources and money to create a true sequel. Either way, that's where I'm going to end this video, and that should help explain where is Ninja Gaiden 4. Make sure to like and share, subscribe for weekly gaming news, and I will see you guys in the next one.